I did look at it quickly before I had given you a call back yesterday. So why don't you just your concerns, and then we'll just address them as they come up, okay?
Which one? Sorry, which one?
Oh, Richard, sorry, I just said, why don't you just let me know what your concerns are, and then we can address them as they come up. Well, you let me know
Oh,
what it is, and then we can have a conversation.
okay. Yes. I actually mentioned all of this to my case manager, but I think we don't understand each other. And
Okay?
I did mention to her that I requested equipment. It's called electrode that my physiotherapy is using every time I have a therapy, and
Yeah, the 10
that's
machine, right?
yeah, I requested it
Yeah,
because I am
yeah,
doing my walking exercise here at home,
yeah,
not there at the therapy clinic.
yeah,
So I asked if I can have this type of equipment at least. Hopefully, that can help
yeah,
for the tingling and the burning feelings after
yeah,
the exercise. And
yeah,
yeah, I was told that she denied the request, and I follow up to her, and she said it's because of the COVID restriction, and I don't understand. There is no connection about COVID restriction and equipment that I use
okay.
to help
So,
the pain. So yeah, this is the
yeah,
reason
okay,
why I
so,
call you. To,
yeah, and let's talk about that. So, um, I'll talk about the TENS machine and the information and the decision. So with TENS machines, WCB does not support it ever. We unfortunately can't provide TENS units. And that actually, Elizabeth had our medical department look at it, and we're unable to provide it. So that decision is not just based on you. WCB in general will not provide TENS machines to people. We
mm,
can obviously authorize your physio, and you can have it done at the clinic. But I think it's because of the potential for injury, to be honest with you.
mm,
But yeah, unfortunately, Richard, we can't provide TENS machines for people at home.
uh,
With that
it,
being said, though, I know that it works because I myself have a bad neck, and so I go to physio and they do the acupuncture and the needles and stuff, and then they do the TENS and the heat, and it is amazing. It really does work, but unfortunately, we can't authorize that for people to use at home.
that's for professional person only, or
We can't authorize these units for people to use at home, like for anybody.
oh, but I
Yeah,
was I
but
was
like I said,
advised
we can.
by my physiotherapist that I can use it at home,
No, I
and
understand that you can
yeah,
use it at home, but we can't provide it to you. We can't pay for it, and we can't give it to you. We do not provide that to anybody, unfortunately. Not for the TENS machines at home. Like I said, we can authorize your physio so that you can have that treatment in the clinic, but we can't provide that to you at home.
yeah, because I do more hard exercise at home than in
Yeah,
therapy. In therapy, there is just like
yeah,
a little massage, things like that, and I do
yeah,
more exercise at home. But
for
yeah, I
sure.
think
And
this
Richard,
is
honestly,
helpful
like,
to me,
if
and
we could, we absolutely would do that for you. We just are unable to provide those. So, but like I said, if we could, absolutely, it may be worthwhile for you to look into, I don't know how much they cost or whatever, but to just purchase it for yourself if that's, really helping you.
yeah, see,
Yeah, sorry.
you can say that I can purchase it myself, but you can
Yeah.
not provide it from the
Yes, because of
WCB.
the risk of injury associated with it, we cannot authorize that, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
So if I am the one buying it, there is no risk.
We wouldn't be responsible. So it would be like at the end of the day, if you decided to, I'm trying to think of another example, just bear with me here. If you asked us or I don't know. Okay, here's another example. So we don't provide gym memberships to people, like
Yeah,
no matter
because
the
like this, my
circumstance.
therapist also already told me that I can use it at
Yeah,
home and I
yeah.
can use it every day. That's from my therapist.
I understand, but I
And
think
as you
we
said
cannot.
also, I can buy it myself. So obviously, it is WCB's like making excuses only. Like
There's
to
no
me, I
excuse.
just
We
wanted
send you.
to heal. I wanted it gone, like this pain and the tingling and the burning when I do my
Mhm,
exercise. And if
mhm.
you just say, "Oh, you can buy it yourself," or things like that, like
Because I'm saying to you,
obviously
Richard, unfortunately,
you see the advantage if I had this type of machine or equipment, but I don't understand that you deny that. Can I possibly ask a letter for this, please?
yeah, absolutely. I was going to offer that to you, and that's where I'm saying we don't provide 10 units to anybody. So, yeah, we can absolutely send you a letter if you'd like to appeal that decision. You can, but unfortunately, we cannot authorize 10 machines for anybody. So, I'll get Elizabeth to send you a decision letter on that. Um, and we can go from there. And again, I'm really sorry that we can't. I can
I
understand
don't
that it's
feel you're sorry.
difficult.
I'm sorry, but I don't really feel you're sorry.
Okay.
It's just an excuse to me
Okay.
because we all know the benefits of this equipment. And I
Yeah.
know I consulted it to the people who are actually administering this type of equipment and they
Mm.
advised me to use this machine. And you
Mm-hmm.
said, I'm sorry. I don't feel you're sorry. You just don't care. I'm sorry for being straight and honest,
Well,
but
that's
that's
fine.
all I
That's
feel.
your opinion. Yep. Yep. That's okay. Is there
Yeah.
anything else that I can help you with, Richard?
Yeah, I make an appeal on this. And please provide me a letter for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'll get Elizabeth. No.
yeah, regarding also the trailer that I used before,
Yes.
like I wanted to return it because
Yep.
there's no use for me having it here because I don't have a car to connect this trailer.
Okay.
And
We'll get on
yeah,
that. Yeah. We'll get
yes,
someone to come and pick it up from you. We'll
okay,
have to coordinate that with our medical department. So
okay,
we'll have someone coming and pick that up for you for sure.
thank you. And also, I request a year ago for a replacement for my power chair. My the wheels in front of my like the front wheels of my power chair is really small, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when buying heavy groceries, like I purchased some water softener, and this is heavy,
Okay.
and yeah, the wheels is kind of having difficulties, especially on elevated areas. It won't, it can't run properly, and yeah, I can only use my power chair. So I did request power chair before, especially for winter, because winter is really like I struggled a lot with my power chair during winter, and even
Mm-hmm.
summer, like I have to buy groceries to my neighborhood here because yeah, having or paying more for buying groceries is kind of too
Yeah.
much for me. So I have to use my power chair and load all these groceries, but it's really having a hard time um, running with this type of power chair. I think the power is not enough to hold me. I'm heavy and with groceries and heavy loads like that. So yeah, I hope to you reconsider this request again, please, because this is this is my life here, and I need a reliable equipment here for me to do things in my life. So
Okay. So, Richard, with the power chair, I can see that you already appealed that decision, and the
Mm.
decision review body looked at it in January, and they determined that we cannot support you with that. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to provide you with the chair either. At this point, you'd have to consider taking that appeal from the decision review body up to the appeals commission.
Yeah.
Once the decision has been decided at a level higher than mine, I don't have the jurisdiction to be able to alter that decision.
Well, at least temporary borrowed. This is all borrowed, right? Like I don't own all this equipment.
Yeah, yeah, but I
So
can't alter that
that's
decision.
that's
It's already
that's
been made, unfortunately. So
yeah. Like
yeah,
unfortunately, all the things I need, you guys decline, and there's something I don't need. You guys keep on pushing. That's yeah. Like I don't know. I don't think you guys really helping me here. Like hello.
yeah. Oh,
Like
I'm just listening,
that's
Richard. I'm just allowing you the opportunity to say how you felt. That's all.
well. So it's just nothing, right? Like always sorry. I can't help you. I can't do that. That's all right.
Well, we have rules that we have to follow, which every company, every organization all has rules to follow. And
Yeah.
absolutely, if we can provide you with things, we do. But when we can't, we just can't. We're unable to.
Mm.
And I know it must be frustrating for you, but you know, at the end of the day, we do have rules that we have to follow as well, that we're responsible to follow, right? So,
Well, as I can see, it's very selective because I'm not the only disabled person in this city, and I can
uh-huh.
see they even provided cars, new cars with all this equipment and all the modification. They're too lucky that they have this type of equipment for them. Unfortunately, my situation is too different than their situation. Like sometimes I am approved with my request, and
Uh-huh.
the charges is way too much. Like the equipment is like valued only in the market for $24, and the charges is $400, and that's I don't understand. Like, am I being used for corruption? I don't like being like accessories for corruptions here. That's I always observe. That's the first thing that I observe, that I request an equipment and the charges is 400 times higher than the original price. And also regarding this power chair that I request, I make sure that they will not use this again, and that's really the concern there before, because me myself, I am looking prices and models and how it works, but the price for brand new power chair is 15 grand, but they charge for 50 grand, and I don't like that. And I said that's ridiculous, and I can get a second hand or at least reliable power chair second hand. But yeah, that's their reason that we cannot approve the request, because this is the price, $50,000, and that's too ridiculous for me. So yeah, I don't know if this is how system works, and I don't feel fair this to me and for taxpayers who are paying their tax and being used for this type of system. That's very ridiculous. It's a way of corrupting or corruptions, and I don't tolerate this type of way, and that's why I always confirm how much they charge and how much they pay for this because I don't really want being used as accessory for corruption. And unfortunately, this is always the things that happen here. And yeah, as you said right now, I request for another equipment, everything is denied now just because I make all these reactions. Like, I'm sorry, you have to appeal. There are just so many blah blah blah, and I don't understand that. I just wanted to be fair to everybody, and yeah, that's all I wanted. And I needed also some equipment here. So yeah. Well, I
Okay.
think I cannot do anything about it. And yeah, thank you very much for giving time for me, Miss Tracy.
Okay. Thank you, Richard. I'll get Elizabeth to send you that letter regarding the TENS machine. The other thing I wanted to ask you, though, is I noticed on your file when I was looking at it that you did have a representative with Clergy Law.
Yes,
Are
that's
you?
yes.
Are
I have.
you with them?
Sorry. Can you?
Oh, I just said, are you still working with them?
Well, I don't know. They're
Okay.
asking me to pay 5 grand, and I don't hear anything
Okay.
from them anymore. So I
Yeah.
expect that they're still helping me, and that's what confused me because I I expect them to become my representative, but I don't
Yeah.
understand why WCB is still contacting me. I have a representative. I make it formal. I make it
Mhm.
the way it is, but yeah, I guess you guys are too powerful. Like you can even dictate a lawyer that you shut up. We will take care of this. Maybe that's how it is. So what
It's
can I
whatever you
do?
prefer. So if you're saying to me right now that Clergy Law is your representative and you want us to discuss everything with them, we absolutely can do that for you, for sure. But I just, there's different levels of representation. And so if you're telling me that you want us to contact them for everything on the file, we can absolutely do that. My concern, though, for you would be the cost that would be involved in that. So what what I was going to ask you is if you would like information in terms of the Fair Practices Office. So they're a free service that helps workers with appeals and their claims. And so it's something that you just contact them, you fill out a form, and they can help you with this stuff as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and I can get Elizabeth to send you that information as well. You can use the service, you don't have to, but like I said, it doesn't cost any money. And they can also help you with appeal matters and stuff. Because, like you said, your lawyer wants like $5,000, and so the other service is free. And it's up to you. I mean, they are an arm of the government. They're not WCB employees. So if you would like that information, I can get Liz to send that to you. Is that something you're interested in?
I already paid 5 grand, like
Okay.
from the very
So,
beginning. Like
okay.
as they told me, we cannot proceed this process as long as until you pay the 5 grand. So I paid
Okay.
them 5 grand right away. So
Yeah.
at least someone can help me on these things. Like I was like treated very. I don't understand. Just everything is not the way I expect to. Like I
Mhm.
thought that I am only dealing with ignorant people in the field, but in my experience and hearing words from WCBs, yeah, it's just all ignorance. There's just too much ignorance here. So I have to deal with these people, and
Okay. Richard?
I have to find ways to help myself. So I get a
Okay.
excuse me, I get a lawyer. I
Okay.
I expect that they can help me on this. I don't hear
Mhm.
them anything anymore. And yeah, I don't know how this country works, but I still hope that they are still there to help me, and I hope
Yeah.
that they are still there to support me.
Okay. So you had mentioned before about WCB making decisions and calling you and stuff. Like, what do do you want to see moving forward? Do you want us to contact your lawyer? Do you want us to keep calling you? Like, what do you prefer here?
I go I yeah, I hired a lawyer to represent me. Like
Okay.
I struggled things personally here. I'm dealing with depression, I'm dealing with pain, I'm dealing with everything. So it is helpful to me if someone can represent me and helping me on all the requests that I need. And
Okay.
yeah, that is not what I expect this to happen, but it's been 5 years now, and I just all by myself. I just do it by myself too. And WCB are still contacting me. And yeah, I don't understand really. And this is how it is, I guess. So I have to find ways. So I have to talk to you. I have to call you if we don't understand. Like if I ask something from my case manager and we don't understand each other, now I am here. I am calling you, hoping that you are here to help me and support me on the things that I need.
Okay. So, yeah, and that's definitely the right thing to do. But like I had suggested to you before, I really strongly recommend that you contact that fair practices office, Richard, because they can help you with a lot of this and help you understand, WCB and the process and the policies and stuff. So I will, regardless, get Liz to send you that information. If you choose to use it, that's okay. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I really feel like you could benefit from talking to one of the fair practices officers because they can help you through this process, okay?
I that's the first thing I did. Like when I discovered that I was declared dead instead of um, injured worker. First, I called labor office, and they said they did not do anything wrong. They just make a mistake, and yeah, like oh my goodness. And I went to Queen Bench Court, and their answer is sorry, we cannot help you on this. And they referred me to this type of office also, and they said, oh, this is out of our hand. I am just a student, we are not working this type of case. So yeah, I look for another person again, and I finally find this Kurishi law office, and yeah, this is how life going on for me.
Okay. Well, like you said, this is different. The Fair Practices Office is different than the labor standards and stuff. They can help you understand WCB, the way that it works, and the process. They can also assist you with appeals. So, again, I'll just get Liz to send you that information. If you don't want to use it, that's okay, but it may also be of benefit to you, okay?
But what happened to my lawyer?
I don't know. You'd have to contact your lawyer to find out what's going on. We can't, we can't call your lawyer and just ask them to give us an update. You'd have to contact them because you hired them.
Yeah, I contact them. They said
You know what I mean?
like a year ago, and they said that yeah, these things works like yeah, take times, things like that. Like this is my first
If
time.
you
I
want to
don't
give
know.
them a call and
Excuse me.
find out.
I don't understand also how things works here because in my observation, WCB is I think too powerful for them. Like I think WCB can dictate them too. So yeah, I'm just hoping that everything get right. All the things that I'm hoping to. I don't want being abused again and again and again. And yeah, there are so many people that I think playing differently, and as I said again, corruption is there, and I don't want being used as accessory for corruption. And this is the reason why I hired a lawyer to so that someone can represent me and work everything that possibly help on things that I need. So I always email them every time I send an email to WCB, responding email from WCB. I always include their office. Unfortunately, I don't get a response, even just say okay, yes, okay. That's just nothing. No confirmation. I don't know. Maybe their office is closed already, or maybe their office is, I just don't know. That's why I'm here
Yeah.
calling, doing by myself,
Mhm.
asking that maybe you can help me on the things that I think I can, that can help too. I was told that this can help, and this is the one I said to you. So yeah, sometimes nonsense issue will become very complicated because yeah, there's so many talking, there's so many, yeah, things that even if my situation in my issue here, that my ex is taking all the cars, even the one that I use for my power chair. I reported it to the police and they said she owned it too, we cannot do anything about it, file case, it's a civil case. And yeah, this is just nonsense for me. It's just a simple case, and why am I asking higher court to do this type of nonsense issues? That I'm just hoping that there are just someone who can mediate the situation, that one other person is taking advantage of everything, and I am here. I cannot do much because what can I do? I cannot walk, I cannot fight, I cannot, I just don't want them to, I just don't want to fight too. So I asked someone to maybe mediate the situation. That, hey, why are you taking two cars? You have two cars, one for you, one for him. Just like that. Why are we taking this to the high court? It's just nonsense to me, really. But this is how
Yeah.
it is. This is
Yeah.
how it is. So I have to accept it. And this
That
is
sounds
life, I
like a
guess, for me.
lot going on. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Tracy. I'll try to um, contact my lawyer. I tried to email them to
Yeah, that's
hopefully
fine. No,
provide
because
this
we
equipment.
haven't heard. Yeah, we haven't heard from them either. To be honest, like it's been a couple of years since we have any correspondence from your lawyer. So you might, that would be what I would suggest to start with is just to give them a call and find out, kind of what's going on there. Um, and then, like I said, you do have that option to contact the Fair Practices Office as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Tracy, for the
Okay.
time.